Hi guys, Lisa Ord here, and I'm back with another video, the nice little short to help you get started in your business. So today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things and something that I do really regularly in my business to help build quick and fast and to get those scents under people's noses. And this is the borrow bag or the party bag. You can call it whichever you like. And I think if you like, the borrow bag tends to evolve into a party. So it always starts as a borrow bag, and this is going to be the perfect way that you can utilize your Scentsy starter kit. So let's get into it and let's show what it is. So this is my borrow bag that I basically shout out to all of my customers, and I will say to my friends, to my family, would anybody like to borrow my bag to have a little smell of all the scents that we do? And then I drop this little beauty off. Now, these little tote bags are clear for a reason, because if I'm going into the school playground or I'm going to the football or to the mums out like with some mums for coffee, for example, and we're meeting and I am dropping off this bag, I want to create curiosity. So I simply create curiosity with my beautiful borrow bag. Okay. This is what it looks like. These are well used. You can buy 4 of these on Amazon for about, I want to say about £15, and I will share the link for them in the comments below. So this is my borrow bag. Okay, let's talk about what's in here. In my borrow bag, I give out a full bag of testers that come in your kit. And I've actually got 2 packs of pods in there because this one has just come back from a customer. But this is the full bag of current scents, and they will go out in the bag. Okay, the reason for that is I want people that are trying Scentsy, especially for the first time, to be able to sample absolutely everything that we offer. Now, in here we have every single scent that is available in the catalogue at the moment. So that's most important, and it smells absolutely divine. So that's going to be in my borrow bag. The other thing that's in my bag, which is an absolute non-negotiable, is catalogues and order forms, because ideally you want whoever is taking your bag to place an order, and you want to make it really, really simple and really, really easy for them. On my catalogs, I have included a sticker which basically has all of my details. So it just says thank you for your order. These are thank you for your order stickers. It's got my telephone number on there, and it's actually got my old website, but it still actually will locate them to my new website. So I put in a couple, and I'll explain why in a moment. So that is in there. I also have in my catalogs one of these, which are all of the scratch and sniff stickers, which I normally would say to my customer, you can keep that. This particular customer has popped it back in my bag, so that's absolutely fine. And you can scratch and you can sniff all of these, and these are our most recent new samples that we do in the catalogue. Okay, other things that I include in my bag is a few samples for my customers to keep. Now, oh, we've dropped it. Very, very simply, they are just samples that are made in little bags, and then these stickers are from we've got a CLP label group for samples. So if you are cutting up wax or melting wax to make samples of any description, the labels have already been made. They are just stickers that are on a 21 page sheet, and you can just print them out and stick them onto your little baggies, and it's super simple. It's all done for you. Okay. So I normally include a couple of little samples, and especially like this in particular, I would say to my customer, I want you to keep a catalogue and keep the samples for going forward. Other things that I include in my borrow bag, which I haven't actually got in this one because it went out, is I normally include a flyer, which you've got in your Scentsy kit, which is about joining in case somebody wants to join your team. And then I normally put a little bit of information about me, and this is just my Scentsy story that's on there. And then lastly, what I do normally include, but I haven't got it here, is just a little bag, a little pack that explains what the borrow bag is, just a little flyer that explains how it works. I also have added things like a wish list before, but for you guys very first starting out, I don't want you to overcomplicate it. You don't need all the paperwork. The most important thing is getting the samples out and getting some catalogues under people's noses. Now, something else that I do include is a mini fan diffuser and some pods. So in here, we have got Vanilla Waves pods, and then I've got here couple of bars of wax, and we have got a wall fan diffuser, one of our Scentsy Air Solos, I think it's called off the top of my head. Now, the reason I include this is because you can't buy our Scentsy pods anywhere else, okay? You can go to B&M, Home Bargains, anywhere like that and buy a wax bar. However, you can't with these. So if somebody falls in love with one of these, for me, it's a no-brainer because they've got to come back to you to reorder. And 9 times out of 10, when I put one of these in my borrow bag, they tend to sell. I think it's just because they're a great bit of kit. I absolutely love them. I know my customers love them. I use them everywhere. And the fact that you're getting instant fragrance from these as you plug them in, for me, that is the game changer in my home, especially in a home full of boys. I know that sometimes I just need instant fragrance. And that is pretty much it. Oh, the last thing I do add in my bags are these, which I made. And again, I will pop the template, so if you want them, you can have them. And I do a free gift, which people can scratch off if they spend over £50 with me. And that just encourages them to spend a little bit more. And they get a little freebie from me. Now, I add that into the borrow bag. That's not my idea. That's come from another consultant called Katie, who is absolutely phenomenal. But that has been a game changer since I include them in my borrow bag. That is a personal special. It is my personal special. It's a one-to-one personal special. It's not something that I advertise publicly. They just know about this once they take the bag. Now, that is everything that goes into my borrow bag. So, bag of samples, a wall fan diffuser in there, few cubes or bars of wax that's going to help people get started, and then catalogs, some samples, and order forms. Now, if somebody is brand spanking new to Scentsy, I will also include a mini warmer, or I will include a full-size warmer. Normally something that came in your kit is easy to do. You could easily add in the white fluted warmer if that's what was in your kit, or maybe you've got something bigger at home. There's a tip to note though. Whatever you tend to include in the borrow bag is normally what people will order first. If they've never had Scentsy before and you put a mini warmer in, more than likely they will go for a mini warmer and wax. If you put a big warmer in, like for example, I've put an obsidian in mine before, I sold a lot of obsidians off of the back of that. So bear that in mind. Now you've got your borrow bag made up, the challenge is to get it out and working. Start taking it wherever you go. Take it into work. Take it into the staff room, leave it in the staff room and say to people, have a little smell and let me know what you think. You could take it to if your kids play football or they go dancing, take it with you and see if you can literally get that bag working around all of the parents wherever you go. Okay, it doesn't have to be people you know. In fact, more than likely, people you know are less likely to support you than people you do know, than people you don't know. You're going to find that. You're going to find that your close friends and family aren't always going to get on board. However, people you don't know, they're probably likely to spend fortunes with you. It's just the way this business works. So the most important thing, get the smells under as many people's noses as possible. But once they've got the bag, you need to text them, send them a few messages, ask them what their favorites are, ask them what they think, even ask them if they can post a picture in your VIP customer groups or on social media and tag you, because you want more people to know about this. You want to create curiosity and you want to create the FOMO. As the orders start to come in, you can get your borrow bag out to more people. For me personally, I would leave this with somebody for like 2 days, 3 days maximum, unless they want to take it to work and collect orders for you, unless they want to have a little party in their home with some guests for you. If it is just them that's going to be doing the smelling, don't leave it with them any longer than 2 to 3 days, because ideally you want to get this out to as many people in the month. This could be the game changer between you getting an active order or hitting certified very, very quickly. Okay, that's your borrow bag. Good luck, guys. I hope it works well for you.